Welcome viewers to the Saturday, March 18th Weekend Roundup. I am Kamal Haynes. Well, leading this week's top stories, the House of Assembly of the Virgin Islands was dissolved by Governor His Excellency John Rankin following consultations with Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley. Well, this was confirmed in a gazetted proclamation dated Friday, March 10th, 2023, which confirmed that the governor's order came into effect at the end of the fourth sitting of the fifth session of the fourth House of Assembly. Well, just 5 days following that dissolution of the House of Assembly, Governor John Rankin issued a proclamation and paved the way for elections to be held in the territory on April 24th, 2023. While advancing polling is slated for Friday, April 21st, 2023. But Section 86 of the Virgin Islands Constitution Order 2007 states, and I quote, "A general election shall be held at such time within 2 months, but not earlier than 21 days of the dissolution of the House of Assembly, as the governor shall appoint by proclamation published in the Gazette," end quote. Moving on, viewers, where former First Lady Lorna Smith announced on Wednesday that she has decided to contest the upcoming general election with the National Democratic Party. Well, Smith, who declared her interest recently as an independent territorial at-large candidate, said in a video statement that she felt the party's policies are more closely aligned with her beliefs. But after declaring her candidacy, the former First Lady said she was overwhelmed and encouraged by the strong level of support she received. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Virgin Islands, I have spent many years of my life serving the Virgin Islands, working in many ways and with many people across the political spectrum to do all I can for this country. I have always worked hard, but the key to successful hard work is, of course, to work with others who are equally driven and equally passionate. I started my campaign running as an independent candidate. I did so because I felt compelled to develop a deeper understanding of the needs, hopes, and desires of our people, so that when I spoke, my voice reflected the aspirations of the people of the BVI and not necessarily a political party. I have been humbled, overwhelmed, and encouraged with a strong level of support expressed for my candidacy across all communities, from young and old, male and female, and from every island of our beautiful country. With this encouragement, I am delighted to say that my campaign for election continues, and it will continue as a member of the National Democratic Party.
Well, moving on, viewers, where the National Science Fair concluded on March 14th with the announcement of the following achievements in this year's categories. Well, in the experiments lower primary, third place went with the fun with artificial intelligence, went to St. George Primary School. Second place, Jeremy Hands, Joy Samuel Primary School. First place are Sharpie's Really Permanent Markers, Cedar International School. In the experiments upper primary category, honorable mention, Balloon Power Car, Cedar International School. Honorable mention, Spoiled Potatoes, Spoiled Children, Willard Wheatley Primary School. Third place, Melting Magic, Claudia Cricky Educational Center. And second place, Shooting Shoes, Cedar International School. While first place, Naturally Powered Excavator, Francis Lettsome Primary School. In the experiments lower secondary category, third place, Egg and Salt Water, Borgata Flats Educational Center. Second place, Durability of Batteries, Elmore Stout High School. And first place, Overgrowth of Sarcasm, Elmore Stout High School. In the experiments upper secondary category, third place went to Traffic Light Experiment, Elmore Stout High School. Second place in the Strawberry DNA Extraction, Claudia Cricky Educational Center. And first place, Carbon Sugar Snake, Elmore Stout High School. For the models lower primary, third place, Be Wise, Utilize, Borgata Flats Educational Center. Second place, Solar System, Ebenezer Thomas Primary School. And first place, Making It Move with Technology, the Francis Lettsome Primary School. In the models upper primary category, third place, Movement Perfection, Francis Letson Primary School. Second place, Solar Panel, BVI SDA, 7 Days Adventist School. First place, Human Activities and the Water Cycle, Francis Letson Primary School. In the models lower secondary, third place, Craft Ball, Brigada Flats Educational Center. Second place, Hydraulic Robotic Arm, Brigada Flats Educational Center. First place, Wave Energy, Elmore Stout High School. And in the models upper secondary, third place, Non-Stop Fountain, Brigada Flats Educational Center. Second place, Bluetooth Speaker, Brigada Flats Educational Center. And first place, All-in-One Organic Agriculture, Elmore Stout High School. Individual Arts lower secondary, Brigada Flats Educational Center took all 3 spots. Individual Arts upper secondary, the Elmore Stout High School won the top 3 positions. Well, the top student award went to Nia Loy Wright of Cedar International School and Jason Johnny of the Francis Letson Primary School. Well, the top school award primary went to the Francis Letson Primary School. Well, top school award secondary, Brigada Flats Educational Center and Elmore Stout High School. Well, more news in the science fair, where this week's hundreds of students from across the territory participated in the same 2023 National Science Fair at a multipurpose sports complex in Road Town. Our team was on the ground to capture day 2 of the event, which invited members of the public to view their students' project.
My name is Nia, and my project is about, are Sharpies actually permanent markers?
My name is George, and our question is, can a helium balloon fly?
Today we're going to be explaining our science fair project called the THR. The helium rocket.
My name is Max.
And my name is Liam.
This is our project. It's called Drop Timers.
My name is Isla Myers, and this is Evie Stanton. Our project is the growth of a zinnia. Our question is, does the amount of water affect how tall a zinnia will grow?
My name is Kimari Davis, and I am participating in the National Science Fair. Hi, my name is John Samuel. Today I'm presenting my science project, which is about experimenting with computers and sensors and to prove my hypothesis how they work together.
My name is Luke.
My name is Finley.
Our project is on a helium balloon powered car against an air balloon powered car on how far it'll go.
I'm Nathaniel. I'm George. I'm Noah Anston. Our project is the balloon-powered car. Our question was, does friction affect the speed of the balloon-powered car?
My name is Ronnie Mandaboro, and my power is a lemon battery.
My name is Kaden Freight, and I'll be presenting my project called Movement Perfection. Movement Perfection is all about gravity and continuous motion and why the Earth and the Moon does not collide into the Sun.
I am Danieletta.
Rashana Lewis.
Clarence Caulfield.
Our experiment was to see if the soap and salt water would grow. We also did part water with water to be our control to compare what the best result would be.
My name's Ariella. He is Justin. That's Lily, and that's Thais. Our project is which different types of fruit will grow mold within a week.
Excuse me?
Jake.
Moss.
Our hypothesis is we think that the fan will reduce the egg's velocity instead of making it like crack a bunch everywhere. And our hypothesis was correct.
Well, we will take a quick break and return with more top stories, this time in sports.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctvvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull.
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean.
First of all, right, your footwork.
Stephen Payne.
That was a 9 out of 10. I know you got the service down pat.
Steve Augustine.
You did a pretty hard workout today, so perhaps...
And as you can see, it's actually
you're feeling it.
Alonzo Boynes.
Taekwondo.
Adam Murrows.
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute beginner.
You are an absolute beginner.
And Seth Graham.
It bites.
It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
Is that my lunch? Is that my lunch?
We're like the coworker that doesn't eat your lunch.
I'm John. I'm John.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers. Well, local sprint sensation Adaja Hodge did the unthinkable by breaking the U.S. high school national 200-meter record 2 times within just 24 hours to be crowned a New Balance Nationals indoor champion in that respective event. While competing in the final on Sunday, Hodge, who is only 16 years old, stormed to victory in a record-breaking time of 22.33 seconds to break her previously set record of 22.77 seconds, which was set the previous day. In addition to setting a new record, Hodge, who attends Mount Verde Academy as a junior, also set a new standard in the world under 18 and under 20 women's 200-meter event. But take a look at that historic race.
And here we go in the championships, girls 200 meters. Shanti Jackson out like a bullet with Adaja Hodge chasing behind. It's Shanti Jackson, but Adaja Hodge is pushing through that final turn. Adaja Hodge out front. Shanti Jackson just behind. It's Adaja Hodge. Adaja Hodge coming through from MVA for the MVA sweep of the girls 200-meter championship. What is that time? It's a new national record, 22:33 over Shanti Jackson, looks like.
Wow!
Wow.
And that's why you can't call a race beforehand. Shanti Jackson got out hard, but she just didn't have it on that final turn there, and you got to give it up. Hodge ran awesome.
And that's hugs from the
Well, just 1 day prior, in the opening round of the New Balance Nationals indoor event, Hodge ran the 22.77 second record at a time that bettered the previously set all-time mark of 22.89 seconds that was just set just a few weeks prior by junior Maya Bray Peterson of Lake Oswego in Spokane, Washington. We'll take a look at our race. Well, this is some basketball news where a game-high 23 points from local basketball rising star Demoy Hodge led his Missouri Tigers to an 11-point victory in the opening round of the NCAA tournament against Utah State. But Demoy's Tigers led at the end of each half 35-31, 41-34 to win the game 76-65. Well, his 23 points included 5 3-pointers, and he also collected 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals. But the next best performance on his team came from forward Kobe Brown, who had 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, Demoy's next game will be this evening at 6:10 p.m. against the number 15 ranked Princeton Tigers. Well, on to some more sporting news, where resident Jermaine Henry, who recently created history in bodybuilding for his territory, and his homeland Jamaica, says he intends to push the sport in the BVI. We'll take a look at that story. Jermaine Henry recently placed third at the Arnold Classics in Columbus, Ohio in the super heavyweight category, competing in his second international competition since debuting back in December 2022. Well, in a recent interview with 284 Media, he spoke of his confidence heading into the competition and revealed that it was always his goal to place within the top 3.
But I'm like this, where, you know what, I'm bringing my best. I'm gonna work on me. So from the last show, you know, I'll ask the judge, you know, what made me place here. And they would tell me, you know, maybe I need more size or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, back to the drawing board to get to this show. So I'm really not focusing on anybody else, but just me, you know. I'm trying to beat that man in the mirror, you know. And so, I mean, getting backstage there, you're still gonna have a little bit of nervousness going on, you know. You're seeing different guys and things, but, you know, I wasn't focusing like, you know what, he's gonna beat me or he's gonna beat me. I mean, they all look good. You know, they're very good-looking athletes, very competitive. But I'm like, it was a great lineup. I'll say it was a great lineup, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. You know, you're bringing a different package than what you brought to the Olympia, which is last year. So you're bringing a different package, and you know, I know for myself that I'm gonna be in the top 3. You know, I know that because I was pushing for that, and I know, okay, the package I'm bringing is going to put me there.
Henry also provided some feedback from the judges, which he said will allow him to work on his weak points ahead of his next bodybuilding competition in Puerto Rico.
Being third, from the judges' feedback, is that I look amazing from front. I look like a statue when I up there, I have the best shape. But when I turn around, my back is a wow factor. When I pose from the back, and most shows are win from the back. When I pose from the back, my back is like wow. But when they look down, my leg, the back of my leg is not matching up to my back. And it's fair. So these other guys, even if he's smaller or he's bigger, they are balanced. And that's fair. I just did that, bring that balanced physique, you know. So I couldn't argue with that. So I just know, okay, back to the drawing board, I know what I need to do and what I need to fix for the next show.
His next competition will be on June 24th, and Henry says the journey is going to be more challenging since training will be a lot more intense.
Focus on, like I said, what I need to focus on, you know, and try not to make myself, again, off balance. You know, you need to get everything balanced. Still at the same time, try to build some more maturity on my muscles, bring a little deeper condition. I think I was pretty conditioned at this one, but I know I could do more. So it's more 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up and doing more cardio. You know, that was a tough one. You know, you're looking at the bed and your wife in the bed, and you're looking at the bed like, is the wife on the bed or is the elliptical? And I'm like, all right, I gotta put on the suit, and I put on my hoodie and everything, and I get on the elliptical. It wasn't easy, but it had to be done. And it's the same way we're going in headstrong for this competition. The journey, I know it's going to be more intense, but I got my team. I got my clients, which are very supportive. I got other friends who are very supportive. I got the best person here, my wife. She's very supportive, and I know when I have these people behind me, I can go through it.
Henry's first ever international competition back in December was the Joe Widers Olympia Amateur Bodybuilding Competition, where he placed 6th against more than 400 bodybuilders. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Well, when we return, we get to some of the other top stories from this week.
There are many ways to enjoy life. Like so many ways to count on Popular.
Yo, everything good there?
Why? This thing got me one way, daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this thing like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Is someone gonna get that?
Hello.
Hello. So nice of you to have cleaned up for us. Hi, baby.
We're like in-laws that don't show up unannounced.
Don't worry, I've got this.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back. Well, locals and residents have been capitalizing on the American Airlines direct flights to and from Miami effective June 1st, 2023, which are reportedly now more than 70% filled to capacity. We'll take a look. I'm here at the Terrence B. Lettsome International Airport, where there have been a number of behind-the-scenes works occurring in preparation of the American Airlines flights from June 1st, 2023. Well, I had the opportunity to speak to Managing Director of the BVI Airports Authority, Mr. Kurt Manal, who had this to say.
So you have to fill in all of these lines here. So before you would have seen that it was just empty and ad hoc. So we bring in the stanchions now to create that flow. So each airline, you line up in front of their counter so you don't have that spillover, because we have limited capacity at the terminal and we want to optimize the space that we have to make the best of it. So we'll put American at these 2 counters and they will essentially have 4 spaces, and then all the other airlines will be moving them around for efficiency, commensurate with the level of traffic and the number of passengers that they move. So it will all work out. So what you will see is a knock-on effect where there's an increased inefficiency for the entire airport operation, and the level of service for every airline is expected to improve.
As it relates to locals and residents capitalizing on the flights, Manal said there are the largest percentage of persons within the flights that are more than 70% filled to capacity. Well, he also spoke on the demand for the flights which will be operating directly between the Terrence B. Lettsome International Airport and Miami, stating that it remains extremely high, which has resulted in the continuous fluctuation of ticket prices.
So what we've seen is the load capacity, the load factors looking like 70% plus. So most of the flights so far looking very full. And the expectation is that they will come into the BVI and out very full. What is amazing to us is that a lot of that demand is generated by actual residents and BVI Islanders who have that high propensity to travel. So while you may think it's tourism people or business people, yes, they form part of it, but a large percentage of that population is actually BVI Islanders and residents who just too happy to welcome American Airlines back to the BVI.
Well, the Managing Director also provided an update on the groundworks which are being executed by the Airports Authority and a team from American Airlines.
So the date is June 1st that American Airlines will launch their first flight. In the interim, what we have been doing, the Airports Authority and the BVI Tourist Board, we've been working along with American Airlines to set up the station, really. So over the last week, Monday and Tuesday, there would have been a project implementation team from American Airlines down here. The team comprised about 4 persons, inclusive of the IT people, the property people. So they were looking at the spaces available. They will have to establish 2 offices at the airport. They would have to be allocated counter space, as well as to hire and train staff. So you'll see a knock-on effect, not just for the airport, but for the economy. So we're very happy to welcome American Airlines. and we continue to work with them now to put things in place.
Lamina was also asked whether there have been any additional talks to have the carrier increase the direct flights from the seasonal period to all year round.
The talks are always there. When we initially approached them, our intention was for it to be continuous, but their thinking is that the exact words were they have to test the waters. They have to see how it goes. So you launch, actually most countries or most stations, they launch into most destinations. They launch, let's say, 2 and 3 times per week. For example, in Dominica, they launched 3 times per week. They did the similar in Anguilla. But the demand that they saw for the BVI is so high. It's actually not a regular characteristic that they launch absolutely every day. So they'll be coming to the BVI every day with a return flight. And it would be seasonal in the sense that it would stop during October and November, I believe. But in line with your question, I expect, or we expect, that the demand would be such that they would have to increase. I'm not sure what motivates them to make it seasonal in terms of stopping in October and November, but I don't think it would have much of an impact in terms of the numbers coming to the BVI. The numbers will remain high.
Reporting for TWIC 4 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Virgin Islanders were given a glimpse of the artistic ability of Tia Lettsome as she held her first solo art exhibition during a brief trip home to Tortola. Well, Jacko Wedding was on the ground and filed this report.
Mixed media artist Tia Lettsome, aka Grim Reaper, recently held her first solo art exhibition at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pear Park. There, visitors and passers-by got the opportunity to view and purchase some of her recent pieces and get a taste of the skills she has been able to develop since first taking up art at about 10 years old. While her interests were initially piqued by sibling rivalry, Lettsome says she has really been able to hone her skills over the years.
Really, I got into art because my brother was getting all the attention in school, and I was like, man, I want to be cool too. So I end up just like doing art, following him, and I end up realizing I'm actually good at it.
Tia, born of a Virgin Islander father and belong a mother of Guyanese nationality, moved to the Virgin Islands as a teenager after spending much of her youth in Antigua and Barbuda. She says that she has always been embraced by the Virgin Islands and claims the territory as her home when producing art abroad. The rich history and culture of the Virgin Islands was some of the inspirations she noted when asked where she draws her ideas from.
Things around me, culture, my family, music. I love music, so I look at it like it's just another form of expressing myself. So really, it's within me, and that's what my name means, Grim. People think it's a negative connotation. It's really greatness in me. So I guess it's in me and around me. But I went to college here, and honestly, since I moved here when I was like 17, right after I graduated high school. I moved over here, and I just feel like I've been embraced ever since. I feel like this is where I call home. So I say I is a VI, I say I from Antigua too. So both of them molded me and shaped me to who I am right now. But right now I live in Orlando. I'm in Florida with it.
As a creative, Tia says she is drawn to mediums with color and texture. She does not hold back when trying something new. She encourages aspiring artists to take the first step to see their dreams realized.
Anything that got color and a texture. I do wood, oil, charcoal. My favorite is charcoal. Paint, any kind of paint, anything really. Anything I feel like I'm capable of doing, I do. Keep pushing, because time goes regardless. Regardless if you stop or if you keep going, time keeps going. So with that being said, why not increase and progress as time goes? I always tell myself, even if nobody around you gets your vision, you get your vision. As long as you can see it, do it.
For more of Tia's work, purchase, or commissioning of pieces, persons are asked to visit her website, grimart.org, or her Instagram page, Grim Reaper. For 284 News, I am Jacko Wooding.
Well, that's it for this week's top stories. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at twit4media.com and like us on Facebook at twit4media and twit4bvi on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe weekend. Bye-bye.